The subject I want to talk about different types of fatigue. And for anyone who's felt fatigued, it can mean that you lose motivation. It can mean a whole lot of knock-on effects for yourself, for your family, for your team. The problem is that when we feel fatigued, we just put it under one big umbrella and say, oh, look, we're tired. But what sort of fatigue are we really? And are there different things that we can do to resolve this feeling of fatigue or to help us? So the first one is physical fatigue. We can be physically fatigued as a result of nutrition or medical conditions, as a result of just really poor sleep patterns. So when we feel that physical fatigue, we'll normally wake up tired, find ourselves in a place of irritability, and that physical fatigue, if you're navigating that, the answers to that is super simple. Get your nutrition on track, get your iron levels tested, check out if you've got any medical conditions, but prioritize your sleep. It means go to bed at the same time every night and wake up at the same time every day. It means turning off screens for about an hour before bed. It means leaving all your lists and your jobs and your work outside the bedroom so they're not interrupting your psychology in your bedroom. The next most common fatigue that I see in women is mental fatigue. Feeling like you've got too many tabs open in the brain, you've had to make too many decisions, will often feel like overwhelm, stress, feel like everything's crowding you in. Mental fatigue is a separate problem. If you're experiencing mental fatigue, you need to be able to allow yourself or give yourself permission to press pause on decisions, to be able to switch off, even if it's for half an hour. It gives your mind a chance to reboot. The only thing that happens when you keep operating in that manner or in that way is that you operate slower and slower and slower, and then coming back with a fresh brain. The last one is that emotional fatigue. It means you're navigating feelings that you feel that can't be shared with anybody around you. And so it ends up with a sense that you're walking around with a mask on. Maybe you're prioritizing how everybody else feels without really considering how you feel. That's completely exhausting. You'll find when you're emotionally fatigued that you'll come home and you won't want to talk to anybody. The solution to emotional fatigue is, number one, you need to be able to create safe spaces to share your feelings, which means dinner out with a close friend, talk to somebody who knows and understands you. And if you feel that you can't, journaling is a great way of getting it out. And then the other key to that is to essentially tap into joy somewhere in your life. Because very often when we've got that emotional fatigue, it's because we're navigating depleting emotions and we've lost track of the things that bring us joy. And choosing you and giving yourself permission to do that, I have found is an essential piece in resolving that feeling of emotional fatigue. So we've got physical fatigue. Second type of fatigue is the mental fatigue. You've got too many decisions, you're overwhelmed. Final fatigue point is, like I said, the emotional fatigue. And sometimes that when we sink and spiral into that, we haven't had the chance to or given ourselves permission to experience a piece of joy. So I hope these three different fatigue types resonate with you and give you an idea of actually that's what I need to solve this type of fatigue. All right, I hope you've enjoyed that. Really nice to connect with you all.